How to not last 2 minutes in bed. Hello guys, before we begin kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified for more content. Now let's have a real talk. No filters, no shame, no judgment. We're diving into something that a lot of guys go through but don't always talk about. And that is, why do some guys not last even 2 minutes in bed? We're talking about that feeling when everything starts heating up, and boom, it's over before it even really begins. If that sounds familiar, don't worry. You're not broken. You're not alone. You're not weird. This is way more common than people like to admit, and today, we're unpacking the reasons behind it, what causes it, and most importantly, what you can do about it. 1. What does not lasting actually mean? Okay, so before we jump into the deep end, let's get something clear. When people say they don't last long, what are they actually talking about? In medical terms, it's usually called premature ejaculation, or PE for short. PE is when you ejaculate sooner than you or your partner would like, and it usually happens within about a minute or two of penetration. Now hear me out, there's no stopwatch on sex. It's not a race, and it's not about lasting forever. But if it's over so fast that it leaves you or your partner feeling frustrated, then yeah, it might be something to work on. 2. How common is this? You might think you're the only one going through this, right? Like everyone else is out here doing 45-minute marathons with the stamina of a porn star. But that's not real life. Studies show that up to 30% of men experience premature ejaculation at some point in their lives. That's nearly 1 in 3 guys. And those are just the ones who admit it. So if you've been feeling embarrassed or thinking there's something wrong with you, trust me, you're not alone at all. 3. The psychology behind it. Alright, now let's get into the first big reason guys finish fast. Psychology. Your mind plays a massive role in how long you last during sex. Here's how. Performance anxiety. You're thinking, I hope I'm doing this right, or I can't mess this up, and the pressure builds up. That tension doesn't help, it speeds everything up. Fear of judgment. Worrying about what your partner will think of you creates stress, and stress triggers faster ejaculation. Overexcitement, especially with new partners or after a long dry spell. You're so hyped that your body just can't hold back. Lack of focus. If you're in your head too much, it's hard to be in the moment and stay in control. The brain is the most powerful sex organ. If your thoughts are spiraling, your body reacts. 4. Biological and physical causes. Now let's talk biology. Because for some men, it's not just mental, it's physical too. Here are some common biological causes. Sensitive nerve endings. Some men naturally have a more sensitive penis, especially around the glands, tit. It's like their body is more responsive to stimulation, which can make them finish quicker. Hormonal imbalance. Low levels of serotonin, the chemical in your brain that helps control mood and delay ejaculation, can lead to PE. If your serotonin is low, you might struggle with control during sex. Prostate or urethra issues. Infections or inflammation like prostatitis can make you hypersensitive and cause you to finish early. Genetics. Some studies suggest PE might run in families. So yes, your DNA could be part of the reason. Erectile dysfunction, ED. If you're worried about losing your erection, you might subconsciously rush to climax before it goes soft. That pressure leads to PE. 5. Habits that make it worse. Okay, let's talk about habits. You might not even realize you're doing these things, but they can seriously affect your control in bed. Fast masturbation. If you're used to quick, sneaky sessions, like racing to finish before someone walks in, you've trained your body to release fast. Watching too much porn. Porn often shows unrealistic, fast-paced action. It desensitizes your brain and can affect how you perform with a real person. Lack of sexual experience. The less familiar you are with sex and your own arousal curve, the harder it is to control yourself. No foreplay. Jumping straight into penetration without warming up makes everything more intense, especially for you. Long gaps between sex. If it's been a while, the excitement is higher, and you may finish before you even get into a rhythm. 6. Fixing it. What actually works? So now the big question, what can you do to last longer in bed? Here's a breakdown of real, proven methods. 1. Start-stop technique. This involves stopping stimulation just before you feel like you're going to finish. Let it cool down a bit, then start again. Repeat a few times and you'll start learning control over time. 2. Squeeze technique. When you feel yourself getting close, squeeze the base of your penis or just below the tip. This reduces the urge and helps delay the climax. 3. Kegel exercises. These are the same pelvic floor exercises used to control urine flow. To do them, tighten the muscles you'd use to stop peeing. Hold for 5 seconds, relax for 5. Do 10 reps, 3 times a day. Strong pelvic muscles help with ejaculation control. 4. Desensitizing creams or condoms. Numbing creams or delay condoms can reduce sensation just enough to give you more staying power. Just make sure your partner doesn't go numb too. 5. Therapy and counseling. If your PE is linked to anxiety, trauma, or emotional stress, talking to a sex therapist or counselor can seriously help. 6. SSRIs medications. Some antidepressants like sertraline or paroxetine can be prescribed off-label to help delay ejaculation. But that's for cases where it's severe and nothing else works. Talk to your doctor. 7. Better foreplay. Make the whole experience less about penetration. Focus on foreplay and take your time. By the time you get to the main event, you and your partner are already satisfied and the pressure's off. Number 7. Tips you can use tonight. Here are some quick tips you can use starting tonight. Use thicker condoms, less sensation, more control. Change positions, try positions where you feel less stimulation. Distract your mind slightly. Some guys think about something boring to slow things down. Take breaks. If you feel too close, pause, kiss, switch it up. Communicate with your partner. A supportive partner makes it way easier to improve. 8. Real talk. Your worth isn't measured in minutes. Let's get something straight. Your value as a man is not based on how long you last in bed. Sex is not a performance. It's about connection, pleasure, trust, and intimacy. The fact that you're even watching or reading this means you care, and that already makes you better than most. You're learning, improving, taking control, and that's what really matters. So to recap, if you're not lasting long in bed, whether it's 2 minutes or even less, you're not alone. It could be psychological, physical, or habit-based. But the good news? It's fixable. Don't ignore it, don't be ashamed, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Take it one step at a time, apply the tools we talked about, and you will start seeing real progress. If this helped you, like, share, follow, and drop a comment if you want part 2. Peace out, Kings.